Hey there, Internet. To my left is Jake.
And to my right is Niall.
And you're watching the Readiness Report.
On this episode, we're going to talk about tanks.
That's right, folks. Battlefront's attempt to make an introductory level miniatures game all of Fantasy Flight's X-Wing is finally upon us.
As usual, we'll start by talking about the miniatures.
As usual. And by talking about the miniatures, we mean we're just going to tell you that they're the same plastic miniatures that Battlefront's been making for a while, just in colored plastic instead of gray.
What that means is the miniatures for this game look great. This also means that the attractiveness of X-Wings out of the box play is right out of the window.
Even if you consider solid color plastic on the vehicles equivalent to the full paint jobs on X-Wing miniatures, you still have to assemble them.
And Battlefront's kits aren't exactly well known for being simple.
Team Yankee Abrams turret stowage, I'm looking at you.
The stat cards, damage cards, and upgrade cards you could use some work. The glossy finish makes it so that they're difficult to shuffle, and the small cards are awkward size because they're not really any regular size.
Right. Yeah, they do fit into the mini European sleeves width-wise, but the sleeves are way too tall for the cards.
Yeah, this is probably due to the fact that the small cards in the game are exactly half the size of the stat cards, and the stat cards are standard game size, which are Magic cards and Pokemon cards.
Yeah, it's like literally like they cut a regular card in half. But as for the other components, they seem alright. The colored laminate layer on the cardboard pieces, it gives it the actual color and print and everything. It tore and peeled up on one of our movement templates when we punched off the cardboard, but otherwise the components seem fine. All that being said though, the game is fun. They hit the mark with speed and ease of play while having enough meat in the game to make sure it's fresh and new each time you play it. And on top of that, the stats for all the tanks seem more or less appropriate.
Yeah, so Tanks uses a template for movement just like X-Wing, but it's just one. It has similar stat lines like initiative, attack value, defense value, and you get a number of wounds just like an X-Wing, as well as a damage check, and you draw critical hits from that.
Right. It even has players moving in initiative order from lowest to highest, and shooting in initiative order from highest to lowest, like an X-Wing, but that's about where the similarities stop.
For instance, Tanks has an infinite range.
Now remember, this game is played on a 3-foot by 3-foot table, so them having infinite range doesn't mean they're actually shooting very far.
But they do get a bonus when they're within template distance of the enemy.
Well, kind of. In this game, attack dice are not modified, except that if the attacker doesn't move, they get to reroll their entire dice pool when they attack. But what happens in the game instead is you modify defense dice. And you modify them based on how fast the shooter and the defending tank moved, if the tank is in cover, and if you're within one template range of the enemy.
We do recommend you check the game out. Even if you're an experienced gamer, it's still a fun little game.
Right. Something you don't have to dedicate your entire afternoon to.
Yeah, pretty quick to play.
Yep. Alright. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to click like and subscribe down below so you can be kept up to date when we have new videos come up. And also be sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Bye.
You may have noticed that we're not in our super secret bunker, but we're also not at the store.
That's because we're in the studio at our new store, now named the War Room. The room is the studio is the War Room, not the whole store.
So what does that mean exactly, having a dedicated war room?
It means we can bring you guys better and more consistent videos.
It also means that we can do more videos and more shows.
So expect a few new shows to premiere on our channel over the next couple of months.
And also expect us to start having more consistent and regular release schedule for our shows.
And on top of that, we'll be adding some regular streams to our channel.
And some not so regular streams.
So we hope you guys get as excited for this as we are, because this should be really cool going forward. I hate fiddly bits.
Fiddly bits?
Yeah, fiddly bits.
What exactly is a
Battlefront
fiddly bit?
screws are covered in fiddly bits.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, look at the exhaust on the back of the Panther, like the where the turret or the gun mounts to the turret on the Sherman. You're just like, oh, look at all the little fiddly bits.